Hello friends, welcome back to the fourth session of the lesson sets. So today we are going to discuss about operations on sets. In lower classes you have learnt about operations on numbers like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, here if we perform these operations on sets, then we are going to get a new set. So let's see these operations one by one. Okay. The very first operation is union of sets. Union of sets. Suppose there are two sets A and B. Let A and B are two sets. Then the union of the set A and B is the set of all those elements which are either in A or in B, including both the elements of A and B. That means we have to write all the elements of A and all the elements of B. That means we have to combine A and B. Suppose the union of these two sets A and B is denoted by A union B. This is the symbol for union. Okay. A union B. So what is the meaning of A union B? Just it is the set of all those elements X which either belongs to A or, here you have to focus mainly on this word or. Union means or. X belongs to A or X belongs to B. That means we have to write all the elements of A and all the elements of B, but the elements we have to write only once. So A union B is equals to X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. For example, let us take A is equals to, let us take one example. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 5, 9 and B is equals to 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. Then how will you write the union of these two sets A and B? A union B means we have to write all the elements of the set A and all the elements of the set B, but we have to write each and every element only once. That means we have to write 1, 2, 3, then 5, 7, 9, 10. So this is what A union B. We have to write all the elements of A and all the elements of B, and the common element are taken only once. That means 1, 2, 3, then 5, 7, 9, 10. So A union B is the set of all those elements which are either in A or in B, including the elements which are in both. Okay. Now let's see the Venn diagram for A union B. Venn diagram. That you know what is Venn diagram? Venn diagram for A union B. Venn diagram for A union B. First of all, to draw Venn diagram, we have to draw a rectangle which represents, the rectangle represents universal set. Universal. This is the symbol for universal set and this one is the symbol for union. See the difference there. So this is a rectangle representing universal set. Now for the sets A and B, universal set is U, A and B are subsets of U. Now we have to draw two circles inside this universal set. One circle represents the set A and the other circle represents the set B. Generally we draw intersecting circles as there may be some common elements also. So this is the set B. Okay. First we draw the rectangle which represents the universal set, then draw two circles. The first circle represents the set A and this circle represents the set B. Now What is A union B? That means all the elements of A and B. So here we have to shade all the region inside these two circles. Okay, that means we have to shade the complete circles, because here A union B means we have to write all the elements of A and all the elements of B, including those which are in both. So the shaded region, this shaded region represents A union B. Clear? How to draw Venn diagram for A union B? First draw the rectangle for universal set, then draw the two circles for the sets A and B, then shade the whole region inside these circles. Okay. So this is the Venn diagram for A union B. Now let us see some properties of this union of sets. Properties of union of sets. These properties are also very important. Properties of union of sets. Number 1, if there are two sets A and B, then we take the union of these two sets in any order. That means if it is A union B, that is equals to B union A. B union A. That means we are going to take the union of A and B, or we take the union of B and A, both will be same. This property of union is called, what is this property? This property is called commutative property. This property is called commutative property. Okay. Now the second one, that is, if there are three sets A, B and C, then A union B union C, that is equals to A union B union C. What is that? A union B union C is equals to A union B union C. Here we will find the union of first A and B, then take the union of C with A union B. Here we will find first the union of B and C, then take the union of A with the union of B and C. Okay. So anyhow we are going to get the same set. That means A union B union C is equals to A union B union C. So this property is called associative property of union. Okay. The first one is A union B is equals to B union A, and the second one is A union B union C is equals to A union B union C. The third property, what is A union phi? A union phi. What is phi? Phi is an empty set. That means there is no element in phi. So what about A union phi? We have to combine all the elements of A and phi, but there is no element in phi, so we will get A itself. That is, A union phi is equals to A. Here this phi acts as an identity element. That means identity set for the set A. That means if we take the union of phi with A, then we are going to get the same set. Okay. This is called law of identity. Then number 4, what is A union U? This is U. U means universal set. A union U. We know that A is a subset of U. So definitely we are going to get which set? Universal set, because all the elements of A are in U. So the union of A and universal set is U again. Okay. Next, the last one, A union A. If we are taking the union of same sets, that means A union A. Again we are going to get A. Okay. So what are the properties of union of sets? A union B is equals to B union A, the first one. Then A union B union C is equals to A union B union C. Then A union phi is equals to A. Then A union U is equals to U. A is a subset of U. Okay. Fifth one, A union A is equals to A. So these are the 5 properties of union of sets. So once again, What is the meaning of union? Union means we have to write all the elements of A, all the elements of B, including those which are in both, but we have to write each and every element only once. Just we have to combine A and B, union. Okay. Next, Venn diagram for A union B, shade the entire region, entire circles, both A and B, we have to shade all the region inside these circles. Okay. Then properties of union of sets. Is it clear? Now let's move on to the next operation of sets, that is intersection of sets. So let's see what is the meaning of intersection of sets. Suppose there are two sets A and B, then the intersection of the sets A and B is the set of all those elements which are common to both A and B. That means the set of all those elements which are in both A and B. Okay. That means suppose A and B are two sets, then the intersection of A and B is denoted by A intersection B. So this symbol denotes intersection. Intersection. Just reverse of the symbol of union. Okay. The symbol of union is this one. Just reverse it. You will get the symbol of intersection. Okay. So A intersection B is equals to the set of all those elements X which are common to both A and B. That means which belongs to both A and B. Okay. So it will be X belongs to A and here it is and. That means we have to take the common elements of A and B. X belongs to B. Okay. So symbolically we write A intersection B, and its meaning is X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. That means the set of all those elements which are common to both A and B. Okay. Let's see some examples. So example number 1. Suppose A is equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and B is equals to 3, 7, 9, 10. Okay. So A contains the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and B contains the elements 3, 7, 9, 10. Now how to write A intersection B? A intersection B means the set of all those elements which belongs to both A and B. So let's see what are the elements which belongs to both A and B. Here 3 belongs to both A and B, then 7 also belongs to both A and B, then 9 also belongs to both A and B. So we are going to get a new set A intersection B which is the set of all those elements which belongs to both A and B, that is 3, 7, 9. So A intersection B is the set of elements 3, 7, 9. These elements are common to both A and B. Is it clear? So what is A intersection B? The set of all those elements which are common to both A and B. Now let's see Venn diagram for A intersection B. Now how to draw the Venn diagram for A intersection B? So again we have to draw a rectangle that represents the universal set. This represents universal set. Now for A intersection B we have to shade the common region between. Okay. So first draw the circle for the set A and draw the circle for the set B. Now A intersection B, you see where these circles intersects in this region. This is the region common to both A and B. So you have to just shade this region. So this region represents A intersection B. Here this shaded region represents A intersection B. So this is the Venn diagram for A intersection B. Now let's see some properties of intersection. Now properties of intersection of sets. Properties of intersection of sets. Number 1, again, as like in union, we know that A union B is equals to B union A. So like that, A intersection B for two sets A and B, A intersection B is equals to B intersection A. You see this Venn diagram, what is the common region to both A and B? This is the shaded region. So if we take A intersection B, then we are going to shade this region only. If we are going to find A B intersection A, then also we are going to shade this region only. That means A intersection B is equals to B intersection A. This property is called the same name, that is commutative property for intersection. Commutative property for intersection. Number 2, again if we are going to take three sets, then A intersection B intersection C, that is equals to A intersection B intersection C. So this property is associative property, associative, okay, associative property. Number 3, now what is A intersection phi? A intersection phi means we have to see for the common elements of A and phi, but there is no element in phi. So what we are going to get? A intersection phi is equals to phi. That means there is no element, there is no common element, so we are going to get phi. Number 4, A intersection U, it is universal set. A intersection U. Now we know that A is a subset of U, universal set. So all the elements of A are in U. So we are going to get A intersection U is equals to the same set. That means all the elements of A are common there. Next, suppose I am going to take A intersection A. See this one, A intersection A. It is again A. That means the elements common to A and A. So it is always A itself. Okay. Now let us see one more property of intersection, that is the distributive property. Okay. Distributive property. Distributive property. Okay. Suppose I am going to take three sets A, B and C. So A intersection B union C. This is also one of the important property. So A intersection B union C. This is the distribution of intersection over union. What is that? Distribution of intersection. First intersection is there, then union. Distribution of intersection over union. So how to write it? So A intersection B union C is equals to A intersection B. That means we have to distribute this intersection to each of these sets. Okay, A intersection B, then A intersection C. But between B and C there is union. So we have to write A intersection B union, then A intersection C. So this is called distributive property. So it is the distribution of intersection over union. So A intersection B union C is equals to A intersection B union A intersection C. Now one more definition, that is about disjoint sets. Let us see what is the meaning of disjoint. By the name itself it is clear, disjoint. Okay. Suppose if I am going to take the intersection of two sets A and B, if we are going to get A intersection B is equals to phi, that means there is no common element in A and B. Then if A intersection B is equals to phi, then we say that A and B are disjoint sets. Disjoint sets. That means if we draw the Venn diagram for this A intersection B is equals to phi, then we do not intersect the circles as there is no common element in A and B. For example, if A is equals to 1, 3 and B is equals to 2, 5, is there any common element in A and B? A contains the element 1, 3, B contains the element 2, 5. So what is A intersection B? A intersection B is equals to, there is no common element, that means it is again going to be empty set. So these two sets are called now disjoint sets, as there is no common element. Clear? So what is the meaning of intersection of sets? What is A intersection B? It is the set of all those elements which are common to both A and B. Now Venn diagram for A intersection B, you have to shade the region between A and B. It is shaded there, and then properties, that is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A, and A intersection B intersection C is equals to A intersection B intersection C. A intersection phi is equals to phi. A intersection U is equals to U. Sorry, A intersection U is equals to A. A intersection A is equals to A itself. Okay. Now disjoint sets, if there is no element in the intersection of two sets, that means if A intersection B is equals to phi, then these two sets are called disjoint sets. One example is also given there. A contains the elements 1, 3, B contains the elements 2, 5. So there is no common element in A and B. So A intersection B is equals to phi. Okay. And the distributive property, what is the distributive property? It is the distribution of intersection over union. So A intersection B union C, that is equals to A intersection B union A intersection C. Is it clear? What is intersection and what are the properties of intersection? Okay. Now we will see what is the meaning of difference of sets. Actually, this topic and the next topic, that is complement of a set, has been deleted from our syllabus for this session. Okay. But these two topics are also important. We are going to use the concept of difference in the next chapter, and we are going to use the concept of complement in the lesson probability. So I am going to explain these two topics also. Okay. So let us see what is the meaning of difference of sets. Suppose there are two sets A and B, then the difference of the sets in the same order, that means A first and B next, that is denoted by A minus B. A minus B, difference of the sets A and B. It is denoted by A minus B, and it is given as A minus B is equals to X such that X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. That means we have to write the set of all those elements which only belongs to A and not belongs to B. So let us take some examples. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and B is equals to 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. Now how will you write A minus B? So we have to write only those elements which belongs to A and does not belongs to B. That means we should not write any element of the set B. Okay. So we have to write only those elements of A which belongs to A only. So what are these elements? Here see, 1 belongs to A only, 1 is not there in B, and 3 belongs to A only. Okay. Whereas 2 belongs to A, 2 also belongs to B, 5 belongs to A, 5 also belongs to B, 7 belongs to A, 7 also belongs to B. So we have to write all those elements which only belongs to A. It is also called only A. A minus B is 1, 3, and don't write any element of the set B. Is it clear? If it is B minus A, then how will you find B minus A for the same sets? Here we have to write the elements of B only and which does not belongs to A. That means we should not write any element of A. Any element of A, just write the elements which belongs to B only. So what are those elements which belongs to B only? Here 2 belongs to B, 2 also belongs to A, 5 belongs to B, 5 also belongs to A, 7 belongs to B, 7 also belongs to B, A. That means the elements 9 and 10 are the elements which belongs to B only. So we will get 9, 10. Okay. So let's see the Venn diagram for A minus B. A minus B. This is the universal set. Now A is the set. This circle represents the set A, and this circle represents the set B. Now A minus B. So which region we have to shade now? That means I am going to draw the Venn diagram for A minus B. So which region we have to shade now? That means the region which contains in only A. So this is the region which belongs to only A. Why? Because this region, this is the portion where A and B intersects. So this is the region which belongs to both A and B. So we have to write the elements which belongs to only A but not to B. That means the shaded region, this shaded region represents A minus B. Similarly, if we will shade here, if we will shade this region, then we will get B minus A. It is only B. The horizontal line shaded is A minus B and the vertical line shaded is B minus A. Okay. So this portion represents A minus B and this is B minus A. And what about this region? This is the intersection of A and B. This is A intersection B. Is it clear? So this is A minus B, this one is B minus A, and this is A intersection B. This portion is A intersection B. So you observe here in this Venn diagram, this A minus B, A intersection B, B minus A are mutually disjoint sets. That means there is no common element in A minus B, A intersection B and B minus A. So these three sets are mutually disjoint. Okay. So what is A minus B? A minus B is the set of all those elements which belongs to A but not belongs to B. Okay. Next we will see what is the meaning of complement of a set. Complement of a set. So let U be the universal set. U be the universal set. Then the complement of a set A is the set of all those elements which belongs to U but does not belongs to A. That means it is like not A, not A. Complement of set A is denoted by A dash, and it is the set of all those elements X which belongs to U, universal set, and X does not belongs to A. Clear? That means set of all those elements which belongs to U and does not belongs to A. So this A dash, A complement can also be written as U minus A. U minus A. Okay. Now let's take one example. Suppose U is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And A is equals to 2, 4, 6, 8. Then how to write A complement? A complement is nothing but U minus A. That means we have to write all the elements of U which are not in A. Which are not in A. That means it is not A. Okay. So just excluding the elements 2, 4, 6, 8 from U, we have to write, that is, it is U minus A. So what we are going to get? We are going to get 1, 3, 5, 7. So the complement of A is denoted by A dash and it is A 1, 3, 5, 7. For this example, the complement is 1, 3, 5, 7. So what is complement? The set of all those elements which belongs to U and does not belongs to A. So to write complement of a set, we need universal set. Okay. Now let's see the Venn diagram for complement. So it is universal set, Venn diagram for complement of a set A dash. So just draw the rectangle, that is universal set. Now draw the set Draw the circle A for the set A. This is the set A. I am going to write inside this. Now what is A complement? A complement means not A, excluding A. That means we have to shade all the region outside this A but inside the rectangle. Okay. This shaded region represents complement of A. The shaded region represents complement of A. This shaded region represents A dash. Okay. Now let's see some properties of complement. Properties of complement of sets. So number one, now let's see what is A complement union A. Means A union A complement. This is the set A and this one, the shaded region is A complement. So definitely we are going to get the whole set U, universal set. Okay. Number two, A intersection A complement. As there is no common element in A and A complement, so we are going to get phi. So this is A intersection A complement. There is no common element in A and A dash. Okay. Now let's see the important properties, that is De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law. That is, the number one is A union B whole complement is equals to A complement A complement intersection B complement. So De Morgan's law says that A union B whole complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. That means the complement of the union of two sets is equals to the intersection of their complements. Okay. Next De Morgan law is A intersection B whole complement is equals to A complement union B complement. What is that? A intersection B whole complement, that is equals to A complement union B complement. Okay. That means the complement of the intersection of two sets is equals to the union of their complements. Okay. So we can verify all these using Venn diagrams also. So the next property, that is, what is phi complement? Phi complement means the complement of empty set. Empty set contains no elements. So definitely we are going to get all the elements here. If we take the complement of phi, we are going to get all the elements. That means it is U, universal set. What is phi complement? It is U. And the fifth one, that is U complement, means complement of universal set, that is phi. That means it is U complement means U minus U. Okay. It is phi. So once again, what is the meaning of complement? Suppose there is a universal set U, then A complement is U minus A. That means set of all those elements which belongs to U and does not belongs to A. Is it clear? So okay students, that's all for today. Today we discussed about operations on sets. So we discussed about union, intersection, difference of sets and complement of sets. Okay. I hope you understood all these topics. So let's meet in the next session with some new topics. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much.